Hold on. All right. Um, this is I'm doing. This is hold on. This is a Sisters review. Tyler Perry's Sisters season 9, episode 2. A review and recap. So first, hold on. Okay. First of all, um, where we start? Where we pick up at? We pick up where we left off with Fatima sending voicemails to the sisters, and Zach, Zach and Andy's Zach and Andy and Danny and Sabrina are stuck in traffic. Of course, Andy's in the car with Zach. Her car's at the her workplace where she got abducted by Jasmine, and and Andy, well not, and Zach is set as Andy. Would do you think the twins is all right with Karen? And of course, you find out later on that she actually lost one of her babies, which was a sad moment for me. But that was really about to tear up. Okay, but I'm gonna get to that in a second. Anyway, um, that just got me here because of mommy. Anyway, um, so Zach and Andy, Danny, and Sabrina are in traffic. Sabrina's on the phone with Maurice, and she tells him the news about Rich, and she's having a hot girl summer. And Sabrina, which I don't think that's a good idea for Sabrina, but Sabrina will do what she do. Anyway, um, this Danny's actually behind Sabrina. Now, mind you, she didn't know that was Sabrina in the car because she didn't know. I guess there's many people that got the same car as Sabrina. So Danny was hooking the horn. And she talking about drive. Why can't these people fucking drive? Anyway, so Danny gets out her car and she said, "Excuse me, excuse me." Okay. Like, she said she called Sabrina the B word. Sabrina's like, "Who you calling a B?" Um, and then Danny sees Sabrina, she like, "Oh shit." You like, "Oh shit." She told me I knew your ass can drive. I said, then you didn't have to come at Sabrina like that, okay? Anyway, so we go to the hospital, and here's what made me mad. First of all, you got this rude, cause front office desk nurse, whatever she is, being rude to Fatima. Mind you, when Danny walked in, she was trying to get information on Karen. She's being all rude and having an attitude with Danny because I don't know what's wrong with her today. Maybe she just having a bad day. I don't care. But Danny and Fatima had to, you know, basically get out the nice room, play the mean room, say, if you don't give me the information, Fatima like, if you don't give me the information, I'm gonna start busting at the door. So you ain't gonna like it. So she had to let her know something, and I was there for it. So then we got everyone making it to the hospital. We got Miss Lisa, Sabrina, Danny, Zach, Andy, Fatima. Of course, Fatima's already there. Who else we got? Um, and I think that's about it. Somebody, and I, first of all, who gonna call Pam? Where Pam at? Cause I just feel like it makes sense for her to be at the hospital. So some people like she don't need to be there because she like a comedy. She like Maurice a comedy relief, and I guess that's and just not need there for especially right now since Karen's in labor. So we get this doctor, and if I can jump across that TV and knock the Mario points out of him, I will. First, first of all, hold on 1 second. Hello? Okay. Awesome. Alright. Bye. Hold on, you guys. Okay, I'm back. I had to get my food from the doorstep. Damn, people leave stuff at the doorstep. And they kept laying. Anyway, so we got this rude doctor. I don't know what his name, but I know he's a white doctor. Anyway, he got on my nerves because Karen was there to tell you something's wrong, and you just being dismissive, like dismissing her when she is in labor. Okay, so I'm gonna just get the Karen stuff. So Karen's lost one of her babies. Okay, and it's confirmed that it's Zad's baby. This was actually kind of sad. And speaking, Twitter tweeted something now, and they was being messy throughout that. They didn't have to say it like that. Anyway, what we um, so um, what else happened? What else happened this episode? Um, oh, we got Sabrina over here in the doctor's talking about if Karen needs a C section plan to in order for her to survive, or her babies ain't gonna die. So of course this freaks Sabrina out, and Andy. To be Andy kind of Andy to me to be honest, Andy she said what I said. Why don't you move to another hospital? And of course, Miss Lisa's in her feelings like something happened to my daughter, something happened to you. Basically, this the mother. It's gonna it's no, she's the mother of my own, and now I blame her. Anyway, um, Andy talking like she about to sue the hospital, and as she should, because the hospital feel like shaming herself. And that just goes to show how some doctors really don't care about you. They don't care. You could be dying, they won't care. Okay, so and I did see the preview for the next episode. And yeah, it's kind of devastating. But by the end of the episode, Karen's talking to Andy and Sabrina, and she she flatlines. And I said, we know Karen's not dead because they released some pictures. Spoiler alert: they released a picture of her at home. This have her baby, or the baby that survived, because you know. And what else happened this episode? What else happened this episode? Um, what else happened this episode? Um, what else happened this episode? Um, let me see what else. Oh, the girl Zach comes out the bathroom, and the girl and everyone's quiet when Zach comes out the bathroom. like, what is going on? Why they want to hush mouth? And of course, Fatima has to tell him that if Karen don't get a seat, that her and her baby's gonna die. And of course, just breaks that down. I mean, which just makes sense because he he don't know that he lost his baby, and I feel like once he finds out, yeah, he gonna be devastated as he should because that's his kid. Um, so Danny asked the question, where is Michael? And speaking of Michael, someone actually pointed that out. Where does Michael be when Zach and Fatima out like doing business and stuff? Fatima said he's with his aunt. I'm guessing his aunt name is Angela or something. I don't know. That's really all there's talk about. I think someone said Karen named her baby Faith. She. But yeah, I think that was all there to talk about. Besides, I just hope we don't spend too much time in this hospital because this is a cricket hospital. You can not tell it is. We don't need this hospital staying dried out 5 cricket episodes. Okay, don't do it. Don't do that. Okay, because I don't want to hear it. Not trying to be harsh, but please don't do that. Anyway, I think that's all there's there to talk about. Um, with that being said, I'll catch y'all on another Sisters review. And have a good day. Come up and eat my food. Bye bye.